mom or dad needs some extra help, and you're doing your best to provide it, but with work and your own family, you're starting to realize you can't give them all that they need. What do you do at that point? Connie Hill Johnson has one possible answer. Connie is the owner and director of Visiting Angels in Cleveland. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, we're talking about in-home assistance. What are some of the signs that you can look for that help is needed?
Well, there are a variety of them. Many times we as the adult children will see things like falling, mom or dad's not eating properly, a lot of leftover food in the refrigerator, concern about their driving. They're missing their medications. That's a huge one, missing their medications. They perhaps have become more of an introvert. They're not as social as they've been in the past. So those are clear indicators that support in the home might be needed.
Okay, so if you notice that, does that mean it's time to hire a nurse?
Not necessarily. Nursing is generally received in the home at a physician's instruction, but a nurse is not needed for day-to-day activities. Perhaps a home health aide or a caregiver. If a nurse is needed, the physician can place an order for it.
Okay. Give us examples of some kind of care that can be provided at home.
Meal preparation. Perhaps someone needs help being fed. Hygiene assistance is huge. Most falls occur in the bathroom. So there could be assistance with bathing, grooming, dressing. Light housekeeping. A mom or dad can't push that vacuum cleaner anymore. A big one is med reminders. Huge medication reminders. The pills are out, they forget to take them. So someone could be there to remind them.
So you can do your best to get everything out, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's being taken.
If they don't take it,
that's right.
Problems begin.
Okay, but now we're bringing somebody new into a parent's house. How do we know that they're safe, they're qualified, and they're the right person?
Well, and that's a big concern today and a big question for any adult child or family member. You've got to look for the right agency, the right company. You've got to do the appropriate background checks. You want to make sure the person is experienced with taking care of seniors. You want to get references.
Okay.
From the company or past clients so that you feel comfortable that the person coming in is trustworthy and has the skill set to do the job.
Are there any kind of seal of approval from an organization or anything that you can look for?
Well, we are fortunate with Visiting Angels. We are now working with an independent company called Home Care Pulse, and they literally survey clients and employees to determine satisfaction levels. So we're happy that we have one of their highest seals now as a home care company.
Okay.
And they do that on a monthly basis.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're proud of that.
Yeah, so that's a good thing to look for. And when you're asking for references, what things are you asking those individuals?
Well, there are two ways of looking at it. You can get references on the company. You can also ask about the specific caregiver or the aide that's coming. You want to know, are they arriving on time? You want to know, does the company have backup if someone's sick? You want to know the skill set and the training of the aides. You want to know if they're bonded and insured. So those are some real key questions that a family member might want to ask.
Okay, and I assume you give references, you give other satisfied families so that they can give their viewpoint.
Most definitely, most definitely. Sometimes people will say, well, can I talk to someone who's where you've taken care of their mom? Can I talk to someone where you've taken care of both parents? So we try to match up those references with that potential client.
And that would be important because it's probably different.
It is very different, taking care of a dad versus taking care of a mom, taking care of someone with Alzheimer's versus just being a companion.
Yeah. So how much does it cost to have somebody come in and help?
Well, the prices range in the community. On the low side, you're going to find anywhere between $17, $18 an hour. On the high side, $23, $24. That's pretty much the going range in the community.
Is there a minimum number of hours or anything?
Typically with Visiting Angels, our minimum is 4, although we are able to accommodate shorter hours.
Okay. Can insurance cover it?
Only if the family member has long-term care insurance. The generation now probably wasn't thinking years ago of buying a long-term care insurance policy.
So, not at all.
Hopefully you and I will have ours, Lori, when we get older. But generally, a long-term care insurance policy will cover in-home care.
Okay, these are great tips and great information for us here today. So if you're trying to handle caring for your family and yourself, but you still want to make sure mom and dad are cared for in their home, assistance that is provided in the home may be the answer. To find out more, call the number that's coming up next. My thanks to Connie for joining us here today.
To find out more, call Visiting Angels at 216-231-6400 or visit www.visitingangels.com/Cleveland. Next, fight back against wrongful insurance and Medicare denials.